Jasmine's shocking demand is turning the entire town upside down. In a twist nobody expected, she has offered Kirk a deal to drop all her efforts. And in a turn of events that could have come straight out of a reality TV script, Jasmine has done the unthinkable. She has shocked everyone by making a mind-boggling offer to Kirk. "Give me $300 and I'll stop fighting for custody of our child." Yes, you heard that right, $300. You're probably thinking the same thing as everyone else. What in the world is going on here? Sources close to the situation have confirmed that Jasmine, after months of dragging her heels through a bitter and very public custody battle, approached Kirk with an unbelievable demand. What started as an emotional and legal war over their child has turned into a circus, and now the town is on fire with gossip and disbelief. People who once supported Jasmine are now scratching their heads, asking themselves, how did we get here? It all began when Kirk, known for his controversial decisions and unfiltered approach to family matters, took on the role of primary caregiver for their child. Throughout their tumultuous relationship, he has always been a polarizing figure, the one who constantly faced backlash for his actions, but somehow managed to slip through the cracks with an impressive amount of charm. Jasmine, on the other hand, was painted as the victim, fighting for her child, navigating the media storm, and struggling to come out on top. But now, this unexpected turn of events has everyone on edge. Jasmine's latest proposal is leaving people in shock. Jasmine insists she's not selling her child, even though her offer suggests otherwise. "I just want peace," she was quoted as saying in a statement to reporters. "This battle has been going on for far too long. If $300 can bring an end to this, then I'm willing to walk away." Her calm, collected demeanor while making this offer makes the situation even more surreal. Fans of the couple, who once saw them as a classic example of family redemption, are now questioning everything. How could Jasmine put a price tag on something so sacred? The idea that money could end a custody dispute over a child is shocking and raises many questions about the true motives behind her actions. How is it possible that someone would reduce the value of their own child to $300? A local resident shared. That's a slap in the face to everything they've been fighting for. And yet, Jasmine stands firm. She claims that it's not about the money, but rather about ending the conflict that has stretched on for too long. But as the story continues to unfold, the public can't help but question whether Jasmine has just hit rock bottom. Is this some kind of desperate plea for peace? Or is it a calculated move to manipulate the situation for her benefit? Kirk's reaction to the offer has been nothing short of explosive. He's not having any of it. This isn't about a cash transaction. This is about doing what's right for our child, Kirk stated passionately during a press conference outside his home. The emotional weight behind his words only added fuel to the fire. How could anyone view this as a mere financial transaction when it comes to the future of a child? While some people feel sympathy for Jasmine, believing she might be at her wit's end after months of legal battles, others see her actions as a grave mistake. Kirk's supporters are calling out the absurdity of her offer, expressing their disbelief at how she could place such a low value on a child's future. Could this just be the beginning of something even more outrageous? Or is it simply a sign of desperation in a family torn apart by drama, scandal, and the glaring eyes of the media? The shocking part is that Jasmine's offer didn't come from a place of weakness. It came after months of intense public back and forth, culminating in this bizarre resolution. But here's where the plot thickens. Jasmine's offer of $300 didn't land well with Kirk at all. It wasn't just about what was said, it was how it made him feel. The idea of handing over money to end a dispute over his child's future felt wrong on every level to him. The media frenzy that followed made it clear that this wasn't just a small-town issue. It was becoming a national spectacle. The community was split in their reactions. Some felt for Jasmine, believing that maybe she had reached a breaking point. Others sided with Kirk, believing that this entire situation was a publicity stunt or a desperate attempt at controlling the narrative. One thing was certain: the drama was far from over. In the midst of all this chaos, a few curious things have emerged. Jasmine's willingness to accept such a small amount of money for a major decision is raising more eyebrows than Kirk's usual controversies. Why $300? Why not a more substantial amount to make the dispute go away for good? And how did it get to this point in the first place? The emotional toll of this public spectacle seemed to be weighing heavily on Kirk. His support for his child was unquestionable, but his refusal to let this situation be reduced to a mere transaction had left him frustrated and confused. "You can't buy what's right," he was quoted as saying in one of his interviews. This is about being a father, not some business deal. You don't get to buy a child's future like a commodity. Meanwhile, Jasmine has continued to defend her actions, claiming that her offer was never meant to be an insult. She has stated that she was simply trying to end the conflict without more drama. But many still question whether her motives are genuine or if she has another agenda at play. "I just want peace for both of us," she said in a follow-up statement. "If this is what it takes, then I'll accept it. Let's move on and co-parent like adults." As the situation grows more complicated, one thing is certain: no one can predict the outcome. With both sides digging in their heels and the public increasingly divided, this has all the makings of a courtroom showdown. Lawyers are preparing for battle, and fans are eagerly awaiting the next twist in this unpredictable saga. Will Jasmine get her way, or will Kirk stand firm and refuse to let money dictate his child's future? Will this shocking offer lead to a peaceful resolution, or will it escalate into an even bigger scandal? The only thing we know for sure: the drama is far from over. And the only certainty in this custody battle is that everything is up in the air. Stay tuned for what comes next, because this story is only getting started. It's just too strange, and it raises a lot of red flags. It makes you wonder if there are deeper issues at play that haven't been revealed yet. Jasmine's emotional state is clearly one of desperation, and that's dangerous territory. Meanwhile, Kirk's legal team is doing everything they can to counter Jasmine's actions. A few days ago, they filed an official motion asking the court to intervene and stop any further financial demands from being made. "This is about the child's best interests," Kirk's lawyer said in a statement. "This isn't a game, and it shouldn't be treated like one. Our client is committed to raising his child in a stable, loving environment, and he won't let anything get in the way of that." But the legal battle is far from simple. Kirk's team is also facing allegations that they have been manipulative in trying to undermine Jasmine's credibility. Rumors have surfaced that they plan to claim in court that Jasmine's offer was part of a larger scheme to control the child's future, casting her in a manipulative light. So, is this all just a ploy for control? Some legal experts suggest that both parties may have underestimated how this case would play out. The custody battle has taken on a life of its own, with both sides playing a dangerous game, risking not just their reputations, but their futures. What's undeniable at this point is that the world is watching. This custody battle has gone viral, with social media buzzing around the clock. Is it possible to move on when your family issues are being dissected by millions of people? As Jasmine and Kirk continue to bicker over custody, public opinion is shifting. Was Jasmine truly trying to end the battle in a peaceful way, or was there something deeper brewing beneath the surface? What happened to the strong woman who was once determined to fight for her child's future at all costs? It's hard to ignore the fact that this is a woman who once stood firm in her stance, only to now make an offer that feels almost insulting. Has this custody battle gone too far? Has the situation turned from a fight for the child's well-being into a game of personal egos and financial settlements? And most importantly, will this shocking twist bring any peace to the family, or will it only lead to more confusion and division? As Jasmine's outrageous proposal continues to make headlines, everyone is waiting to see how this story unfolds. With legal teams involved and public sentiment shifting by the day, the outcome of this family drama is still uncertain. One thing is for sure: this story is just getting started, and you won't want to miss what happens next. Reclaiming their child if he hands over a measly $300? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. Sources close to the situation say that after months of legal battles, Jasmine took it upon herself to make this bizarre offer, which has stunned everyone involved. After all, how can you put a price on something as significant as your own child? Jasmine, however, is defending her decision. She claims she isn't selling her child. She's just trying to find a peaceful way to end the bitter custody battle. "I just want peace," Jasmine explained. "If $300 is all it takes to stop this madness, I'm willing to walk away." But Kirk isn't having any of it. He's furious and says this isn't about money. He believes it's about doing what's right. So, what's the real story here? Will Kirk accept the offer, or is this just the beginning of an even bigger mess? Buckle up, because this is a wild one. As the news spread, reactions were deeply divided. On one side, people believed Jasmine's offer was a cry for help, a woman who had been fighting for too long and was now just trying to find an escape, no matter how bizarre it seemed. They argued that her willingness to move on for a mere $300 showed just how much stress and emotional exhaustion she had endured throughout this drawn-out battle. "I just want to move on with my life," Jasmine was quoted as saying during a private moment shared with an anonymous source. This isn't about money. It's about finally finding peace. The constant back and forth, it's been draining. I just want my life back. Others, however, couldn't wrap their heads around it. Is this how we solve family disputes now? Just pay people off to get what you want? That's not how it works. It's about the child, not cash, said one shocked neighbor who spoke to a local news station. Jasmine's decision not only stunned local residents, but also captured national attention. As the story hit social media, the public response exploded. The hashtag Jasmine and Kirk started trending, with memes, debates, and heated discussions flooding Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. One meme read, "When your baby mama wants $300 to stop making your life a living hell." Others joked about starting a GoFundMe to raise the $300, turning the entire ordeal into a social media spectacle. A viral sensation erupted as people began questioning the integrity of both Jasmine and Kirk. Many wondered how this family had gone from fiercely defending their child to being embroiled in a financial negotiation over custody. As the debate raged on, the media couldn't get enough. News outlets across the country jumped on the bandwagon, some calling it the most bizarre custody battle in recent memory, while others questioned how the situation had spiraled so wildly out of control. Public fascination with this dramatic turn of events only added fuel to the fire. But the situation wasn't as simple as the headlines made it seem. Behind the scenes, both Jasmine and Kirk had hired top-notch legal teams to handle the dispute. Sources close to both parties revealed that tensions had reached an all-time high. Lawyers from both sides began discussing the possibility of a high-stakes courtroom showdown, further adding to the drama. This is no longer just a custody battle, it's a spectacle, a legal expert remarked during a televised interview. It has become a national issue that everyone is watching. Both sides seem entrenched in their positions. And with Jasmine's shockingly low offer, it's hard to see how anything good can come from this. It's like watching a soap opera unfold in real life. While the world watched in disbelief, the most disturbing aspect of it all was how this legal battle might affect the child involved. Was this truly about the well-being of the child, or had it become an ego-driven spectacle? One online commentator voiced their frustration. "I don't know what's worse, the money or the fact that they're dragging a child through this mess." The overwhelming majority of online commenters called out Jasmine for her unusual decision. "You can't sell your kid," one tweet read. "This is a new low." Others were equally critical of Kirk, accusing him of using the situation to his advantage and turning the custody battle into a matter of personal pride. "This isn't about what's best for the child," another person tweeted. "It's become a battle of egos. Neither of them is thinking about the kid, they're only thinking about winning." The internet exploded with outrage, with many arguing that if this was how Jasmine and Kirk behaved in public, neither of them was fit to care for the child. However, a small but vocal group voiced support for Jasmine's decision. She's been fighting this battle for years. "Maybe $300 is her way of saying enough is enough," one commenter wrote on a viral post. "If this is what it takes for her to move on with her life, then I'm all for it." Sometimes peace has a price. As tensions continued to rise, it became evident that this case would not end with a simple settlement. Experts predicted that the court battle could drag on for months, taking an emotional and financial toll on both Jasmine and Kirk. A legal analyst, speaking anonymously, warned, this case could have far-reaching consequences, not just for Jasmine and Kirk, but for their child as well. Public opinion has already shifted the narrative. If the media continues to play a role in this, there's no telling what kind of damage it could cause, not only to their relationship but also to their child's well-being. One thing is certain, no matter how this case ends, the damage has already been done. The once stable public images of Jasmine and Kirk have been shattered. Their personal lives, once private, are now exposed for the world to scrutinize. As the case continues to unfold, the court of public opinion is just as significant as the legal battles taking place. With the internet buzzing and court dates piling up, where do Jasmine and Kirk go from here? It's clear that this is no longer a simple custody dispute. It has become a reflection of the messy side of modern family dynamics. The drama, the theatrics, and the sheer absurdity of it all have captivated the nation. So, what happens next? Is there still hope for peace between Jasmine and Kirk, or is the damage irreparable? Will the court have the final say in this dispute, or will the ongoing media circus continue to spiral out of control? One thing is for sure, this story is far from over. The twists and turns are just beginning, and we'll be here every step of the way to keep you updated. Stay tuned for more updates, because this custody battle is nowhere near its end. This story is unfolding at lightning speed, and we know you don't want to miss a second of it. Will Jasmine and Kirk settle their differences, or will this ridiculous $300 offer tear their lives apart forever? What do you think? Is Jasmine's offer a sign of desperation, or is she simply trying to find peace in the messiest way possible? And should Kirk just let this go? Or does he have a responsibility to fight for what's best for his child? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Is this whole situation just another low point in the circus that is reality TV families, or is there something deeper going on here? And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another shocking update on this wild drama. Hit the notification bell so you're always the first to know when the next shocking development happens. Trust me, the next chapter in this custody battle is going to be even more jaw-dropping, and you won't want to miss it. So, tell us, will Jasmine and Kirk ever come to a real resolution? Or is this custody battle just the beginning of something even crazier? Stay tuned for the next bombshell, because you know it's coming.